Alright, it's been like a hot minute since I've done like one of these skin videos, so today I'm doing the best knife glove combos for every color. So yeah, we're gonna do like black, red, blue, all the other colors that are like pretty popular, I guess. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a sub. I'll really appreciate it, and without further ado, let's get started. We are starting off with black here, and we got the Sport Gloves Nox and the Butterfly Knife Black Laminate. Now, remember, you can switch out the knife for another one, for like a probably cheaper one. Now, I really like this combo because Nox, you actually really can't tell what float it is, and that's good. In field tested, it basically looks the same as factory new. And same thing goes for Black Laminate. You really can't tell, except like it gets a little lighter when it's like higher float. So it's very clean. Pretty cheap as well. Now for the second and much more expensive combo, you got the Driver Gloves Black Tie and the Skeleton Knife Vanilla. Now the thing about a lot of these vanilla knives are that they're very dark as compared to CSGO, and actually you can use that in your favor with the combos, because one, it matches with the black gloves a lot better. Okay, that's about it, but yeah. And the black tie is not fully black, but I think it's still a very good pair of black gloves, and probably the best. While we're on the topic of white, let's do white, right? So right now we got the Driver Gloves King Snake and the Karambit Stained. Now Stained is not fully white, it's silver, but whatever, it's very close. Now full white combos are pretty difficult because there's not a lot of white knives, but the gloves are pretty good. So the Stained is very shiny, bro. I don't know if you've noticed, but it reflects very well within the light. It's kind of like a fake Doppler, if that makes any sense, but it's white and or silver or gray. So in my opinion, it's very clean, and it's pretty expensive, I guess, for the gloves, but you know, it's whatever. If you're rich, go for it. For the second combo, we actually got the Driver Gloves Snow Leopard and Nomad Knife Urban Masked. Now I realize a lot of people don't like Urban Masked, but it's really good. It's not that great because people like to say it's gray and that's why it's bad, but honestly I think it's one of the prettiest white knives there is, at least when you put it with another white knife, or at least if you have a really good combo with it. And personally, it really isn't that bad. And Snow Leopard, another crazy expensive pair of gloves, but I mean, white is always going to be expensive. Now moving on to blue, I think we got one of the prettiest pairs of specialist gloves ever. We got the Field Agents, I also run those right now, and we got the Bayonet Sapphire. So the Sapphire is just for looks. Obviously it's super expensive and I don't think it's very affordable, so instead you could probably just get a phase 3 or phase 4 regular Doppler and it would work out just as fine. So this one, I think the blues really match really well, and honestly there's a little bit of yellow tint as well, which isn't perfect. It's not fully blue, but I think most of the blue really does match with the yellow and the whites on the gloves, which is even better. Now definitely for the more popular pair of gloves, we got the Sport Gloves Amphibious and the M9 Bayonet Brightwater. Now these skins are made to match, but the prices don't actually match, and I think in reality the gloves are actually a lot more expensive than the knife skin itself. That being said, I still think it's a very clean combo with how the patterns match very well. I think you could actually, in reality, use the Doppler for the Amphibious and the Brightwater for the Field Agents or something else. But yeah, anyways, it is a very good combo. Not that cheap, but whatever. Now remember, if anything is bright colored, it's very likely that it's very expensive, and in CSGO it is very true. So we got the Sport Gloves Hedge Maze and the Butterfly Knife Gamma Doppler Emerald. Now once again, the Emerald is for show, and arguably this is one of the best green combos there. Sorry, I'm bad at grammar, but yeah. Now if there were a pair of gloves that would top the Hedge Maze, it would definitely be the Specialist Gloves Emerald Web. Now this time I used a Gamma Doppler phase 4 to prove that it's not just the emerald that looks good on the green or on the colored gloves, and honestly it's very clean, but of course it's very expensive. Again, anything that's green is very expensive. The knife, not so much. It's a little less expensive, so it's maybe more affordable. Maybe you could match it with some other thing that's better, but of course this is not a budget video, by the way. Let's see if we can do it in one live take. So for the red gloves, starting off we got the Specialist Gloves Crimson Kimono and the Talon Knife Ruby. Now of course this is very expensive, and honestly there are a lot of other good red gloves. It's just I think this one might be one of the most popular ones that people ever used. And of course, the knife is interchangeable. People usually use like a butterfly or like a karambit or M9, but honestly, this works just as fine. And you can probably tell why people like it so much. It's a really pretty shade of red on both the gloves and the knife. So, and honestly, the design is just perfect. It's not boring. It's not nothing. It's just perfect. Now here I am with the butterfly knife Crimson Web, and it won't be a red tier list or video without a Crimson Web. So here we are with a specialist gloves Crimson Web and the butterfly knife Crimson Web. Now I absolutely love what they did to these gloves in CS2. It looks so much better in this game than in CSGO. And honestly, the knife, perfect as well. Honestly, also, Crimson Web on some knives are very lenient with the floats. Even if it's a high float, like well worn, it still looks like it's factory new, man. That's how clean it is. So yeah, honestly, the reds, very nice. But honestly, once again, there are a bunch of other good red gloves. You can probably like change this out for the Raison the Reds or the Scarlet Shamog. Both of them are very good. Now I think I absolutely have to do a third red combo here. So we got the Sport Gloves, Scarlet Shamog, and the Nomad Knife Slaughter. Now honestly, this is a super clean combo. I've always wanted to have this combo, honestly, but I just never kind of bought it and got around to getting it. But yeah, it is a very lighter red. Yeah, it's like a shade of lighter red, not as dark as the Crimson Kimonos and the Rubies, but also very red and clean. Also, this one is a very cheap option. I'm pretty sure it should be under 1,000, hopefully. Now I won't lie, yellow gloves are kind of cooked here. There's not a lot of bright yellow gloves and skins. I mean, I guess there are for skins. So we got the Sport Gloves Arid and the Karambit Tiger Tooth. I'm actually running the Tiger Tooth right now. It's very clean. And I think the Arids are also another very clean pair of gloves. It's a very, it could go with any other gloves, honestly. It's very, okay, I don't remember the word. It's a big word, but I don't know. It's very flexible, I guess, with what type of knife you use. And honestly, anything would look good. Like Magus used to run this with the bayonet Gamma Doppler, which is a little odd. I mean, you wouldn't expect anyone to use a Gamma Doppler with a yellow pair of gloves, but yeah, that just goes to show how clean this pair of gloves are. Now, this one is not so yellow on the gloves, but you got the Sport Gloves Omega and the Karambit Talor. Almost called it the Tiger Tooth. But yeah, this one is, yeah, it's a little on the darker side, but honestly, it's a very clean yellow combo nevertheless. The blade is very clean and very fancy looking over the Tiger Tooth, and the gloves, all the polygons on it are honestly kind of sick. So yeah, I think it's a very good combo. The only complaint is that the gloves look like they're kind of battle scarred. I'm not gonna lie, even though this is factory new, I'm pretty sure. Finally, for the purple category, can you really blame me on this? You got the Sport Gloves Pandora box and the M9 Bayonet Sapphire. This combo is way too iconic, right? I mean, honestly, sure, 90% of the population can't buy this, and probably wouldn't even if they had the money to. But it's so clean, man. The purple and the blue on the knife really does fit in extremely well. And even though it's not fully purple on the knife, it really kind of merges together with the purple to look like purple. So yeah, honestly, one of the best combos in the game, if not like the actual best. So yeah, if you're rich, maybe buy it. Now for the last ever combo in this video, you got the Driver Gloves Imperial Plaid and the M9 Bayonet Freehand. Now I feel like you cannot talk about a purple combo without talking about either of these gloves, and that's because this glove and knife are one of two knife and gloves to be purple, which, you know, kind of makes sense. Like, I mean, the Freehand is literally like the only purple knife skin in this game, in the entire game, with the exception of the Sapphire, which isn't even purple to begin with. And realistically, this is going to be a lot more affordable option that you can buy if you do want to get a purple combo. You know, because purple signifies the wealth and wealthy people, so, you know, who knows, maybe you're trying to look rich without actually being rich. But low-key, realistically, this combo is going to cost you like well over 1K as well, probably, in total. So yeah. Alright, well, homies, we have reached the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Honestly, this video is not for, you know, like, tips on what you should buy, right? Because all of these are very expensive, believe it or not. Like, man, I'm not sure if you can buy a sapphire on $100, right? It's pretty unrealistic, but honestly, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. These are just the most popular knife glove combos that I have remembered. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe subscribe and like the video if you like. See you.